Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about, Midnights, and this book may look ruined, but it's actually just a book, okay? Anyways, let's go. And so, begins, I don't really remember the prologue, but I don't know if it begins as chapter 1 or anything, but, so, Brumclaw was in a dream, and, so while he was in that dream, he was in like a place where he was in like a place. I don't know what the place was, but then Blue Star comes from like my Into the Wild video, even though she's dead during this. And so Brum calls like, Blue Star, is that you? And she's like, yeah. And then she tells him about like, you must go with 3 other people, 1 cat from each clan, and then after that I don't know what she says, but then she's like, here's another part I remember, she was like, you must listen to what Midnight tells you, and this book is called Midnight. And yeah, and he's like, how are we supposed to get answers from the moon? I mean, it's a time. You expect us to go somewhere and then just wait until midnight comes? And she's like, I wish I could tell you more. But then she leaves. He wakes up inside his warrior's den. Then he goes out. I don't really want to say a lot of stuff. Then him and Sorrelpaw start talking a bit, and then I don't remember which cat's name said, like, watch Squirrelpaw for me. And then they go on a hunting patrol with Mousefur, and I don't remember the apprentice's name. I don't really remember a lot of names. I'm just kidding. And so then during the hunting patrol, Squirrelpaw, I don't remember what happens, but then 5 Star's like, they like get lost in Mousefur and the apprentice is not there. And 5 Star runs into them like, guess we're supposed to be on a hunting patrol. And they're like, we're on a hunting patrol. And then he's like, then where's Mousefur? Oh, and they're like, she went chasing for the apprentice because he went chasing after prey. Oh, and then they started arguing. And then let's just skip on to where they meet each other. So during a 4 trees time, 4 cats met at 4 trees. Or should I say 6 for some reason? Because there was this cat named Stormfur, which wasn't supposed to come, and Squirrelpaw for some reason came. And the other cats they met were Feathertail, Tawny Pelt, and so it's basically about Brumclaw, Feathertail, and then there's a 4th one, Crowpaw from Wind Clan. So then they're like, are we supposed to meet each other? And so then they just have a bit of the talk and then left, even though they said they would meet at 4 trees again. So then they meet at 4 trees again, then leave. Then they're on an adventure right now. So right now they're on an adventure, and gonna have to read the rest. You're gonna have to read the book. And so then they meet this cat named Purdy after a while of a long time of a walk, and then he's like, I can help you find whatever the place is called. They're going to, the Sundown Place. They're going to the Sundown Place. And then he's like, I can help you find there. I know that place. So then they run into this neighborhood, even though what they call it is a two-leg place. Just get it? We have 2 legs. And then, so then they're like, we shouldn't be here because Tawny Pelt got bit by a rat, and then Squirrelpaw's like, oh gosh. And then she remembers something that Leafpaw told her, Squirrelpaw, before they left Bird Rock. I thought how to say it. I think how to say it helps for a rat bite. And then she's like, there. And then so then they find some and then put it on Tawny Pelt's rat bite, and then I'm like, yeah. So then they start, but then he's like, no, you gotta rest more. And then after when it's like almost fully healed, they start walking, and then they find this place, I think, where they told them to meet until midnight comes, and then because they're by a cave, so Ravenclaw and Squirrelpaw go first, almost drowning inside the cave. And then you want to know, it strikes midnight, and you want to know what comes out? A badger, and they're like, oh, whoa, we gotta get out. And then he's like, what's your name? And then the badger says, my name's Midnight. So then he tells them the prophecy about if they don't go to the Sundrown place and then back and then lead their clans back, the clans are gonna die because they found out that the humans are actually are gonna cut down the forest into just a big neighborhood. So then they're like, we could better find this place and get back quickly. And then that's just basically it. They're like, are you kidding? And then the epic goal is like where 5 cats are walking: Cinderpelt, Firestar, Graystripe, Leafpaw, and then there's one more cat. I don't remember his name or her. And then they're like walking through the forest. They're walking through the forest, and then they like see cars, also known what they call monsters. So like the monsters like cut down some trees, and they're like, whoa, we gotta get out of here. And then they just start running back to camp, and they're like, what is happening? And then the end says, the destruction of the forest has begun. Thank you guys for watching, and bye.